Hey everybody, this is Dakota from DentalPro, and today we're going to talk about how expensive dental school actually is. A few months ago, I made a video comparing the average expenses for attending dental school versus attending medical school, and when I did that video, I took those numbers from credit.com, which stated that the average debt load for dental students after dental school was about $200,111, and this number was actually given by the ADEA in 2010. Now, I was really surprised by this number because my loans after dental school in the year 2021 are going to be well over double this number when I hit day one out of dental school. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the subject to find out what the actual average is for dental school loans, as well as get a glimpse of some of the cheapest and most expensive dental schools in the US. Now, when I prepared for this video, I wanted to make sure that I had all of the right information at hand and that I wasn't getting these numbers from some sort of invalid outside source. So I took it upon myself to make a spreadsheet of all the US dental schools and what each of these schools reported were the necessary expenses for attending their schools. And this is what I found out. First of all, these numbers have been taken directly from the ADEA's Guide to Dental School, which shows all the necessary costs that each school anticipates its students will have to pay in order to attend. So anyway, here's a couple of charts that show the anticipated expenses of each school, and even though it probably looks like a bunch of gibberish right now, I promise it all means something, so let's roll through it. First of all, you'll notice that the top chart is labeled the residence chart of expenses, and the lower is the non-residence chart of expenses. So these are the numbers that the ADEA reported students would need to pay for their time in each school each year. Now, the amounts listed by the ADEA range from as little as $35,000 per year to as much as $140,000 per year, depending on your residency status and which school you're attending. Another thing to notice on the charts here is the horizontal axis, which shows the numbers 1 through 64, which represent the 64 dental schools in the US that were shown in the ADEA's dental school guide. Now, if you're interested at looking at a particular dental school on this chart for your own purposes, here is the list of dental schools in the US, and each one has its own number which corresponds to the chart that I made. Now, just to highlight a few schools on here, we can see that the most expensive schools to attend as an out-of-state resident are Ohio State, which is slot 22, SIU, slot 26, U of I, Chicago, slot 39, South Carolina, slot 52, and UNLV, slot 55. The cheapest schools to attend as an out-of-state resident are East Carolina, slot 8, Texas A&M Baylor, slot 29, Mississippi, slot 45, UT Houston, slot 59, and UT San Antonio, slot 60. Now, the most expensive schools to attend as an in-state resident are AT Still, Arizona, slot 1, Midwestern University, Illinois, slot 19, NYU, slot 21, Pennsylvania, slot 50, and USC, slot 58. And lastly, the cheapest schools to attend as an in-state resident are Georgia Regents, slot 9, Texas A&M Baylor, slot 29, North Carolina, slot 48, UT Houston, slot 59, and West Virginia, slot 63. Now, to finish up everything, let's talk about the total accumulations of debt and how much you can expect to pay on average for dental school. Now, if you're lucky enough to get in-state tuition for school, you can expect to have a total average of $346,893 with all the interest tacked on. And if you want to pay it off in 10 years, you will have paid a total amount of $447,855 if you had an interest rate of 5.31%, which is actually being very generous because your loans in total will have a higher interest rate than this. Now, if you're paying out-of-state tuition for your dental school, you can expect the average to be about $423,359. And if you want to pay this off in 10 years with the same 5.31% interest rate, you will have paid a grand total of $546,576. So long story short, dental school is terrifyingly expensive, and the number that Google is currently giving online is way off. So if you plan on going into dentistry, you need to make absolutely sure that you want to be in the profession. Because although it's a great career path and it's definitely a career that I would never deviate from personally, the financial responsibility associated with attending dental school is certainly not something you should ignore. So that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. We will see you in the next video. Keep living the dream.